And now, part two of our conversation with Ashshahid Muhammad.
What made me want to go back to school, right? I seen people in the rooms of recovery doing it. And they gave me hope that you can go back to school and be something that you always wanted to be. So when I passed the test, somebody told me you can go to college. So I went to enrolled in a art college. So now I'm in art college. So now I'm there. So now I'm around the youth, right? So the youth and the teachers and all of them, they all into comic books. Now, mind you, I grew up on Batman, Superman, and them. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't no like collecting the books. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So I seen people like, cause I would go over their house. They got books from the 80s. Like they got toys. Like they got rooms full of, so they was real diehard comic book. Uh,
Fanatics.
yeah. So
Yeah.
it was like, so like I said, I'm in a whole nother world now. I'm in a world of people that never understood where I come from. You see what I'm
It could
saying?
never, right.
Yeah. But it was amazing to me because for one, my dream was when I, like I said, when I used to be out in the streets drawing homeless, going to college or art college was like saying, I'm gonna go to the moon one day. You
Right.
see what I'm
I
saying?
hear you.
So for me to sit in the art college around nothing but artists,
Yeah.
that was that was heaven, bro. That
I,
was like
I
that
hear
was
you.
heaven in itself.
It
To
probably,
to to be around
that is heaven. Yeah.
everybody creative, bro. Everybody. I'm talking about the teachers create, they drawing, everybody, everything is about art. So now I'm feeding my mind with not just I got the street artist in me, right? But now I'm getting the education on why the colors, like why they use different. You know how you used to go to a museum, you see a painting where they throw something on the wall and it's worth millions. You like, how is that worth millions? You see what I'm saying? So now I begin to understand not just that or why they use certain colors and all that. So now I'm in the school and they was like, do people, they was asking people, do they want to go mentor to schools? So I would start going to mentoring schools about my life, right? So what I began to do, I said, you know what? I know what I'm gonna do. Because I always wanted to write my life story in a book. But by me being around so many comic book lovers, I said, I'm gonna make my books, comic books, into I'm gonna make my story into comic books where I tell my story, break it up in series, and I tell my whole life story. And not only that, all the homeless people, mental health people that's in the streets that'll never tell their story, I said I'm gonna bring them with me. And I tell their stories because when a drug addict die or somebody die in the streets from fentanyl, heroin, whatever, don't nobody tell their story. They don't even make the newspaper. You understand? Don't they drug addict?
Yep.
So I said I what I want to do. I may not know their names, but I tell their stories through me. You see what I'm saying? Through my interaction with them. You see? So that's how I began to like learn how to. Because like I said, once I went to school, I learned how to graphic design. I learned how to draw on the computer. I learned how to I learned how to use the cameras, everything. Because I went to an art school, so everything that I did, that I learned, I say, you know what? When I take my vision, I want to tell, like I said, raw. Because see, a lot of people scared to tell their story or let people know because the world look at you different. You see what I'm
Mm.
saying? The world.
Yep.
But see, it was so painful to me. See, I know what it's like to be out there and them people look at you like you a stray dog. You see what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
know that feeling. So for me, right, I learned to get raw honest because I realized that all those rehabs I went through, bro, all that pain that I went through, is somebody gonna go through that. And I need, cause see, in recovery, it's like anonymous. And I understand the anonymous because people working on a job, they don't want people to know that they're a drug addict. You understand? I
Right.
understand that. But see, for me, right, I love myself so much today, it ain't what you think about me. You understand? See, all that you asked me what happened, how I get here. See, I look because see all those rehabs and all that time I was traveling to those different cities and different states. See, I realized that, bro, you don't love you. See, I had to look in the mirror and ask myself, bro, why you do yourself so bad? Why did you do yourself? I had to act, I had to not look at no sponsor, not look at nobody in recovery. I had to look in the mirror, bro, and ask myself, why did you do yourself like that so bad? What happened to you where you self-inflicted all that pain
Yeah.
to yourself?
That's something like it makes me think of this phrase that I've heard many times. I didn't know that I didn't know, you know, and like you knew, finally started to know, and then now I bet. Oh, I don't want to say this because I bet you're going to say something like this. As you do these comic books, as you be of service to your world around you, to help those others that say the things that you wish were said to you, you're learning more about yourself as you do it,
Yeah,
right? And it's
yeah,
in a way, it's such a beautiful thing because you're taking all the pain, all that suffering, self-inflicted and otherwise, turning it into something gold that you can share with people that helps them. That is like the ultimate alchemy. Like the old alchemists were always trying to turn lead into gold. Well, when you do something like that, you are an alchemist. You're taking pain and making it passion and making it
yeah.
something beautiful and helpful. And not only it's so wonderful if you help one single person, and I'm sure you helped more than one. Now,
Yeah.
now, as you do these comics, we're getting near the end of our hour, right? So let's talk about some of the comics you've done. Like, and
All
you have
right.
that TV show, One Eyed. Oh my God, that sounds great.
On our television. Yeah.
That's great. Of course,
Yeah.
it's because you have one eye,
Yeah.
but
Oh, yeah.
it's remarkably intelligently, articulately saying something very special. Even one eye, if it's used correctly, can see better than two if you're not using it
Yeah.
correctly.
Yeah.
You know. So what led you to New York and all this starting of the Staten Island mentorship and things you're doing?
Okay. 2020, 2004, I was in New York, right? I had a drug addiction. I couldn't shake it. Because in New York, drugs is everywhere.
Oh my God, yeah.
It's flooded, right?
Yes, I know.
So I would go in and out, and it get cold in New York. I'm
Oh
talking
yeah,
about
winters are
ain't
birth.
no,
Yeah.
ain't no. So like I said, I finally, well, I stayed for like 6 months and I left. So when I got
Oh
went to
the
college and stuff, right?
yep
And
yep
I
yep.
had said to myself, I'm coming back to New York because New York is an art world and
Yeah.
everything, music, fashion, clothes, art, everything is in the art world. So I came back and so once I came back, I began to like be in the art world, being around different artists and learning different things. And plus through all my traveling, right, I I like big cities for some reason. I don't like small cities no more. So the big city, because the big city have more information. You understand? They got more, they're more like New York influence a lot of other cities. You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
So
without a doubt.
yeah, so that was one of the reasons I came back. And so once I began to do the comic books, um, like I was in college, I knew a lot of photographers, right? So I would be around them and see by me being in the art world and being by social media and YouTube and all that, see, I know that content has been like from like early, like 2000 and maybe I'm gonna say right before YouTube came out, 2009 and stuff like that. So it's like up to now, see, the content world has taken over. So I said, I know what I'm gonna do. Cause see, you always gotta evolve what you love. So like I know like I'm making art, right? With the books and with my but I said if I could use this camera, if I can take a camera and tell my story with the art with a TV station. You see what I'm saying? Because that's how I'm looking at it. Like
Yeah,
your
yeah.
own TV, like what's his name? Bob Ross. You see what I'm saying?
Oh
Like
yeah, I love Bob. I
so that's
love
what
Ross.
Bob Ross did. You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying? That's all he did. He took his talent and he put it on TVs for the world to see.
yeah.
Long time ago. So, and I grew up watching. I'd be like, how he do that? He make it look like it's too easy for him. You see what
It
I'm
is.
saying?
I
It's
actually I got into him and I
yeah,
bought his paints and I made a
yeah.
whole bunch of paintings like
Listen,
that.
he too eat, but you know he come on TV. Now listen, he come on TV up here. I forget the channel, but he come on TV 24/7.
Right?
It's yeah. So what I'm trying to get you to understand is by we living in a world where everybody making content.
Right,
I
right.
said I need to learn this camera is where I can make my own shows and make my own episodes instead of because see a lot of times like if you own somebody else media or story or some like for instance like if the news did a story on me right they will talk to me for about an hour and then when it air it'll be like 30 seconds worth of information you see what I'm saying so what I'm saying is this I control the narrative. I control uh, what I want people to see about my like the raw. See, like when you talking to the world, they ain't gonna put all the raw. See, I need people to know the raw uncut because the raw uncut is what. See, I'm gonna here's another thing. Another reason why I came, you asked me why I come to New York. New York and Philadelphia, they got the raw uncut recovery in the world.
They do. They do.
That's why I came back. That's one of the main reasons because I ain't saying down south don't have recovery. Everywhere it's worldwide.
Yep.
But I needed to hear it. It's just some reason up north, they ain't on sugarcoat it. They ain't gonna sugarcoat the like big cities. I'm gonna say big cities. I ain't gonna say up north. I'm gonna say because see the big cities is where drugs hit the hardest. You see what I'm
Yes.
saying? Like New York, California, Atlanta,
Right.
Florida. See, I stayed in Florida. Florida got the same type of recovery. Like cause see in like cities like the more you go out of the little cities, is if it weren't for Zoom, a lot of small cities and towns they have meetings like once a week, something like that. You see what I'm saying? Or
Right.
they so that's what I'm saying. When I came to New York or Philadelphia, see, I was around that hardcore recovery. You see what
That's
I'm
the best.
saying?
The only
And,
way.
and that's what, so once I began to do that, I said, now that I know how to use this camera, the one eye television, see, I want my show is raw uncut. Cause see, people need to hear it raw uncut.
So your TV show, is it anything like your comics? Do you tell story? What do you photograph? The comics are
Well, what I do, okay, see, this is what I do. All right. Let me show you some. Let me
okay.
show you. Can you see this? All right.
Absolutely.
You
Yep.
see this?
Yep.
All right. Oh no, you can't. Hold on. Let me see.
I can see it. Did you
All
paint
right.
that?
Yeah, I painted this. All right. You see
Wow.
this me shooting heroin, right?
Yep.
This me smoking,
Yep.
and this me like you see me laying on the ground in the back right here.
Yep. That's yep.
See, so what I do, like I got an episode. So what I do, see, I do comic books, but I also do fine art. I paint, draw. So
Right.
what I'm saying is the stories that I just told y'all, I paint it, and I tell the story through the episode.
That sounds like a unbelievably
Yeah,
fascinating show.
so that's what I do. So like for instance, like I have like the comic book series is separate from, see, the one eye television is to is to show all my art. You
Mm,
see what I'm saying? See the
that's
comic
great.
books,
Yeah.
yeah, see the comic books is like for instance, I got North Park and I have Graffiti University Comics. See, the North Park comic book series is a fiction book where it's based around New York. So what I do, me and the crew that I have, we go out into New York and we film. So what I'm doing, I'm creating this North Park series where I'm creating a whole world. So to create content with it, I instead of going on Google looking at images and drawing it, I go to New York scenes to make content. And it just, because it's like a TV series, it's a
Yeah.
TV show. So I do that with North Park and like with the graffiti. And then, like I said, I do a lot of episodes where I draw. I draw. So to give people a visual of me, they looking at me drawing
Right.
and painting.
They're watching it happen.
Yeah, they watching me draw and paint. So like I said, that's what I always wanted to do. And like I said, the TV station that I had a show at, everybody have their own TV shows, and it's just like school, like when I was in school. So now, like I said, I'm at a TV station where everybody are producers. So it's like I'm learning from them. You
Like a
see what I'm
sponge.
saying?
You're like a
Yeah,
sponge.
yeah. So I'm learning from them different things, and because see, I always look at it like this. I don't know if y'all ever heard of this book called "Who Moved My Cheese."
No, I don't think I did.
Never
All
heard of
right,
that.
listen, it's a thin book like this, right? About this thin. It sold millions. It made, when you get a chance, if you don't hear nothing else I say, look this book up.
Who moved my cheese?
Who moved my cheese?
Who moved it?
Who moved my cheese?
Okay,
Listen,
okay.
listen.
I
It's
will.
about four mice. It's about four mice.
More mice. Who moved
Yes.
my cheese?
All right. But listen, the people who wrote this, whoever wrote the book, like in the back of the book, they have stories, just like the recovery books
Right,
on
right.
people, how they changed their lives. So you asking me, this is where I got this blueprint from. See, the four mice, see, because the book asks you, find which character is you in the book. So it's four mice. So, but the moral of the book is this. It says, never get comfortable with where you at. You understand? But the
Oh
four
yeah.
mice, see, I ain't gonna tell you the story. I'm gonna let you. But no, matter of fact, you ain't even gotta buy the book. You can type in YouTube on
Right.
YouTube. They
I'm
got
gonna do
a
it.
film. They got a movie of it.
I'm doing it right
It
after
ain't
the
that
show.
long. It's not that long. It ain't no like 2 hour movie. It's like,
All you listeners now, and you better do that. And
yeah. So listen,
along with clicking on the link to your one-eyed show too, we're gonna get them. We're gonna put that link at the end of this episode,
okay.
and all the comic book stuff. There'll be people that'll get some. There'll be
Yeah,
people.
yeah. So what I'm saying is like that book, right? See the book that who moved. Well, I was in a rehab. I was in a rehab in Little Rock, Arkansas. It was this man, right? His name was Gene Gibbons. He dead, may God bless his soul. He was like 80 years old when I met him. He had his own rehab. He had his own rehab since the 80s. He
Wow.
come from up north, but he was in Little Rock. He had a hardcore. He had one of them hardcore. You ever them rehabs that they call them I think it's TBAs, one of them hardcore rehabs where
Right.
they make you, like when you go to the program, you say you want to get clean, you sit on a crate for 24 hours. You understand? They had one of those
Yeah.
rehabs.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he the one gave me the book. He said, read this book and tell me. He just, I don't know what made him give it to me, but
It's
when I
out of the
read
blue. It's out of the
yeah,
blue.
yeah, yeah. So what I'm trying to get you to understand, right, is when I read the book gave me a blueprint to my life.
Oh
Where
my God, I got to get this. I'm going to read this
yeah,
book
so this
so
is what I'm
fast.
saying. That because he asked me, when you read this book, he said, which mouse is you?
Wow. And
So
who
because see the
moved my
mouse,
cheese?
see, there's it's four mouths.
Right?
But I
Wow.
can't tell you it's a good
Don't tell
story.
me no
But now listen, if
spoiler
you go
alert.
now, if you Google the book, it's a number one selling book.
I believe
It
it.
ain't got no more than about, I don't even think it got 30 pages. I
Oh,
don't even
wow.
think, but what I'm telling you, it's a number one selling book that sold and made millions of people
Ah,
millionaires.
of course it would. Yeah.
Yeah,
Why?
yeah.
I'm glad
So
for that. Right? I'm
yeah,
glad for
so
that.
that's why, like, back to what the point I'm trying to make is this. That same blueprint that I got out that book was, yeah, you know how to draw, you know how to publish books. Now what you need to do to add to what you're doing. So I took the TV. Let me put the TV on my art. So now that I got a TV show telling bringing everybody to my world. I know how to do everything. I know how to shoot the film. I know how to edit it. I know how to do everything. I do everything. So I ain't got nobody. You understand? So that comes from the book, the Who Moved My Cheese. Always adding to what you know. So in doing that, like I said, I tell stories, and what it helps me do, it helps me heal. See, when I tell the truth through my art, see, like I told you, I relapsed a whole lot of times. I went through a lot of pain, bro. I went through a lot of, like, detox, rehabs, jails, shelters, hospitals. I
Just,
went to so many times. They say you can't come back.
oh my
So I
goodness.
had to go to another city. You see what I'm saying?
Sure,
I
sure.
had that I had burnt all bridges.
Right.
So
Look at you now, though, man.
yeah,
Look
so
at you
that's what
now.
I'm trying to tell you, that's why I don't sugarcoat, because I want to use my art. So when people, and it, a lot of times my story gravitate people to my art.
You know what? You don't sugarcoat because you are giving them the truth. It's that
Yeah.
simple. And the truth is like nothing else. It's gold, man. I want to say something about truth.
Uh-huh.
In my life, I'm a musician, okay, and
Mm-hmm.
I love the sound of a bell. Like if you hear it, like at the end of certain great beautiful songs, like Hallelujah, Handle Messiah, there'll be dong. You'll hear these beautiful bells going off, and I've always loved that sound. And I realized something about a bell. When it rings, I feel it all the way down to my toes. It resonates with my whole body, and it's one of the earliest musical instruments that man had was a bell. And the thing about truth is it rings like a bell. When I hear truth, my whole body feels it. I feel it right down to my toes. And I'm going to tell you right now, Ashshahid Muhammad, when you talk, you are ringing that bell.
Thanks,
Everything you
man.
do, man, everything you do is powerfully truthful, and you don't want to dilute it. And I'm so grateful that you don't, because why would you want to? It's so wonderful and inspiration for people to know that if you don't, you want the truth. That's the only way. The truth will set
Yeah,
you free, brother. And there's nothing else that will work. If you the half
yeah,
measures reveal us nothing, you have to go all the way, all in, right, with the truth.
yeah.
You got to go
You're
all in.
right. You're
You
right. You're
know,
right.
so what are you
Well,
going to say? One more thing to our audience, just one more beautiful thing. You've said so many beautiful things. I can tell you right now, your highlight reel, which we will make to promote this episode, you're going to want to treasure that because it's going to have all these unbelievably beautiful things that you've said this past hour. I can
yeah,
tell you,
I appreciate y'all having me, man. I enjoy listening to you all and get input. And like I say, it's a joy to meet people, to share with people, man. And
well, you're part of our family now. You
yeah,
are part
okay,
of,
okay.
this is for
And
life.
like I said, if you ever want me back on, man, I wouldn't mind
You
coming.
will
Cause
absolutely have you back on. Absolutely.
yeah,
You can count on
because
it.
like I said, everything it's all about giving back. It's all about sharing with people. And like I said, I just want y'all to check out Who Moved My Cheese. I'm
I am
telling you.
so happy. I'm
Listen,
so looking forward
listen
to
to
that.
what I'm saying. If
Yeah.
you read this book, your perception gonna change. You're gonna see it different. Cause like I said, when I got the book, man, I was like, but this old man, now he was a wise old man. He had his own rehab. I'm talking about it wasn't from the state. He had his, and it had been around since the 80s. And people all over Arkansas, all over the world came to his rehab, man.
Right.
Like they loved this man. So I
Mhm.
was like, so everybody listened to him. You understand? So
Sure.
so that's why I listened to him because I was like I said, I had been to so many rehabs. I said, man, I don't believe I can get clean. That used to be my mind. I
Right.
don't think because they tell you in the book, some of us are, I forget how I said, but they said some of us will go on to the bitter ends, to death or
Death,
usually.
right.
You
That's it.
see what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I thought at some point the double-edged sword, because getting high felt so good, but it was
Mhm.
so painful.
Yep.
But God took that away from me, man.
Yep.
And I'm glad that
He did it.
today I can use my art and my books and my voice to help people, man. Because like I said, now they got fentanyl out there, man,
Oh,
that's
terrible.
killing people.
It's terrible
That's
scene.
that's killing people, man.
So let's, leave the people what you're doing. I think you're giving hope, and
Yeah.
hope, Ashshahid, I think is so needed and so precious. And
Mm.
Your story, I'm proud of you. I'm excited for you.
Thanks,
Uh,
man.
I feel like you are a superhero. In like I don't know if you're the
Thanks.
character in any of your comics. I know that you said you,
Okay. Yeah.
but like, man, I'm excited to see where your path continues to take you, man.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
also
Thanks.
that painting was gorgeous. I like
Yeah.
intense. Like the
Yeah.
colors, the it's a beautiful painting. So I definitely
Yeah.
am excited to see more of your stuff. And then
Yeah.
of course now I have to read who
Who
moved my
moved my
cheese.
cheese? Yeah,
who
who moved
moved
my
my
cheese?
cheese?
Yeah, read that book, man. But listen, on One Eye Television, like I said, all the episodes to my art are on there.
Oh, we're
Like
gonna
either,
we're gonna post that link, and I'm gonna be checking out One Eye Television for sure.
yeah. Cause
Absolutely.
I got cause see I have it like it airs on the TV station at in Staten Island Community Media, but I also have a YouTube channel with my episodes as well.
That's
Yeah,
beautiful.
Nice.
So
yeah.
I'll be calling you every so often. I mean, it's just the way it
All
is.
right, cool.
You know,
Now,
you're
man, listen, you in recovery, man. So
all right.
we need each other,
That's
man, at
right.
all times.
And I will.
Cause we
Yeah,
can always have a bad day. Trust
that's
me.
it. That's right. And you call
Yeah.
me anytime too. Once we start talking, that's it.
Okay,
We're off
that'll
and
work,
running.
man.
All
Yeah,
right.
that'll most definitely work.
Well, so
So with
much.
that, man,
Yeah, let's say bye to our
hope to.
beautiful audience for joining us. Let's thank everybody. Thank
Okay.
you so
All
much
right.
for hanging out
Thank
with
you.
us,
Thank you. Thank you.
hanging out with me, my son Vernon, and my brother from another mother, Ashshahid Muhammad from right now Staten Island. And boy, oh boy, click all the links. You got to check this stuff out. It's amazing. And we're all going to be reading. Don't move my cheese.
All right,
All
man.
right,
Y'all
thanks for
keep me
joining us.
updated, man.
Hey, talk to you soon. Okay,
All right,
Take
bye.
care,
bye.
man.
Bye bye.
Yeah.
Out of the Blue, the podcast, hosted by me, Vernon West, co-hosted by Vernon West III, edited by Joe Gallo, music and logo by Vernon West III. Have an Out of the Blue story of your own you'd like to share? Reach us at info@outoftheblue-thepodcast.org. Subscribe to Out of the Blue on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts, and on our website, outoftheblue-thepodcast.org. You can also check us out on Patreon for exclusive content.